Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your twin flame reading. What are the energies surrounding your connection? Can we please gain insight into the energies surrounding your connection? Take another one. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing great. Okay, so with the Knight of, no, what is this? I have to put on my glasses, sorry guys. I just see a horse and I assume it's a knight, but this is Six of Wands. So you're wanting to be seen by your twin flame. You want to be, I keep hearing the word recognized, so I'm just trying to get, you want to be recognized by your twin flame. You want to be heard, you want to be seen, you want to be understood. You're wanting their attention, and it makes sense. You know, we just want to be loved by our twin flame. You want them to get how you're feeling. Maybe, you know, they're not giving us the attention that we want, and we want to prove ourselves as, you know, I deserve your love, I deserve your attention, I deserve to be heard and seen. Another cute message that I'm getting is that the things you're doing, whether you're in communication or not with your twin flame, you're doing things and it's because like you're wanting to impress your twin flame. I get that. You're wanting to say, you know, I'm a nice person. I'm lovable. I'm adorable. That's what I'm getting from this Six of Wands. So things you're working on, self-improvement, self-development, self-love, being of service, helping others. You're like, I'm a good person. You know, you should love me. So that's what I'm really getting. And I get that, you know, it's like being recognized for who we truly are. And that is a beautiful thing, to be seen and heard by our beloved for our truer selves, for who we truly are. And what I'm really getting is that the universe is saying, once we say that about ourselves, once we pat ourselves on the back for things we've done, for things we've accomplished, whether they're big or little, once we recognize ourselves for who we are being and who we are in the world and for our gifts and talents, when we acknowledge our inner child for just doing a great job, for making the bed, for getting up in the morning, for brushing our teeth, when we acknowledge ourselves, then we feel seen and heard. And being seen and heard by our twin flame becomes a bonus, becomes icing on the cake. And the next one is Two of Wands. So I'm really getting that a lot of us are working on stuff, working on, you know, just, we're working on moving ahead. We're working on relocating. We're working on success. We're working on better health. And it's like, no matter how busy we get, the universe is always pointing back to our twin flame. Even when we veer off the path, even when we give up on our twin flame thinking, you know, I'm not hearing from them, I'm just not going to even think about them today. It's like, boom, the universe just opens up the sky and shines the light on your twin flame and on your twin flame connection. And you're like, why does that happen? It always does. The universe has its way of keeping us on track for love. Not just our twin flame, not just our twin flame connection. The universe keeps us track on love. And it's our twin flame that inspires us to love. It's our twin flame that inspires us to progress, to evolve, to return home, to come back to oneness. It's love. It's our twin flame love that inspires us to do that. So just when you're like, you know, you're really involved in work, or you're involved in business, or you're involved in a project or something you're working on, the skies open right up again and shine light on your twin flame. So it's just when you think like everything's okay and you can breathe and I can have some moments to myself of peace and quiet and not have to be triggered by love or our twin flame, it's like boom, the universe just opens up and says, you know, you'll hear signs mentioning their name, or you'll hear their song, or, you know, you'll just all these synchronicities that point to your twin flame. And you're like, oh my gosh, I've been doing so well, just minding my own business, moving forward in my life. And then the universe has to come back and remind me. And sometimes it can feel painful, like a stab in the heart. And all for good reason, because that's what the universe wants to do. The universe wants to wake us up back to love. Because when we get distracted in life, when we get distracted by, you know, work or whatever the case is, the universe shakes us awake again. And, you know, giving us signs of our twin flame, reminding us of this love. It's like a jolt. You're like, it's like electrocution, awakening. And then here we go again, you know, down this path again. And it's just a reminder of love. And sometimes we take it the wrong way. We take it as, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of wanting my twin flame and desiring something. And the universe is like, well, it's a reminder to love. No matter how we perceive it, even if it's difficult, even if it hurts, even if it's challenging, it's love. It's love that we are made to wake up to. It's love that we are made to be reminded of. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so let's get some love messages. Let's get some love messages from your twin flame. Love messages from your twin flame. I want to start brand new with you. I know you are the one. They know. I love you more than you know. I feel liberated. So they want to start brand new with you because you guys have been through hell and back. And it's like they want to erase the past. They want to start brand new, start from scratch. You know, there almost is like no need for forgiveness anymore, because where you're both at, you're just like, let's just start over. Let's just start from scratch. So they want to start brand new with you. And this is a really positive sign that both of you are letting go of the past. So yay, bravo because letting go of the past is a pain in the ass. And then the next one was, I know you are the one. So yeah, this came up in a couple of readings ago, that they know you're the one. Even when they hide out, they hide somewhere in another country, in another city, in another relationship, in a job. And even though they hide out in every excuse possible to not be with you, they know you're the one. They know because you know and you feel it. And as crazy as it gets when they do everything but connect with you, you're like, well, they can't be the one because they're in a karmic situation. They live 1,000,000 miles away. They haven't called me in 20 years. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. It's like, how could they know that I'm the one? How could I know that they're the one? But they do. You know? They know, and that's why they're hiding, because they know. They know. And the work to be done is to believe that we deserve this deserve happily ever after, and deserve true love, because when we get that, when we really accept that we deserve it, then because they are our mirror, they will too. So the reason why they're running is because they don't feel deserving, because we don't feel deserving. So we got to feel deserving. I love you more than you know. So they're never going to say it. They're never going to admit to it. And I don't mean to create that, because that is not the truth. It's the ego, it's our fears, it's our attachments, it's everything, every excuse in the book to not accept love in our lives. And that's what this whole journey of life is just to remember that we are love, that we come from love. So of course we deserve love, but our ego gets in the way. Our inner child operates out of pain and fear and trauma and doubt. And so that's why we don't, we have so much to kind of brush away, so that we can be open to this love that is there. Be open to this love that exists. I feel liberated. So your twin flame just opening up to all kinds of emotions. And sometimes it's like we think we feel hate, but it's almost like love and hate are so close together. Hate is just a wounded love. So they're feeling all these emotions because love is opening up in their hearts, in all of our hearts. In the hearts of twin flames, love is opening up, so it's causing chaos. It's causing drama. It's causing drama that we make up ourselves, because our ego is like, it's all this love. Too busy for love. I got stuff to do. But I digress. Yeah. So your twin flame is just feeling liberated, because all this love is opening up in their heart, as is in yours. You know this. You can feel it. You can feel it. And we even tend to run away from that love that we feel. So speaking of inner child, what are the inner child blocks that are coming up that need to be healed and released? Oh. Okay, so this is one. I feel sadness and anxiety. I feel conflicted. So you may be feeling this intense sadness, anxiety, And this even just stems from, the impact of what's going on in the world. Like, this has just been a whole long ordeal that we've all had to deal with this pandemic. So it's very understandable that we are experiencing tremendous sadness and anxiety because, like, everyone wants things just to go back to the way they were before this whole thing started. So it's having an impact on us. It's having an impact on our inner child. And our inner child is feeling very anxious and unsafe and sadness due to what is going on in the world. And, when our inner child feels this sadness and anxiety, it's really hard for us to, have motivation to move forward, because we just tend to want to retract and just to feel safe. If our inner child doesn't feel safe, then we tend to not want to move forward in our lives. So we get stuck in the past. So this is just a pattern. And what I'm really seeing, even from the last reading, that the universe is stepping in, taking divine intervention to help us to not feel all this anxiety of this, what's going on in the world. So there's that. And then there's you feeling sadness and anxiety of not being with your twin flame, and when is it going to happen, and how come it hasn't happened yet. So this stems from our inner child. Again, when the inner child doesn't feel safe, we cannot move forward. As much as we try to force it, as much as we want to move forward in our twin flame connection and in life, our inner child will put on the brakes because of this anxiety. When our inner child doesn't feel safe, our inner child's not going to want us to move forward in life, because there's already anxiety. And what more when there's change happening, when there's union coming. That's big change. That's a big transition to come into long-lasting, harmonious union. That means a lot of change needs to happen in each of our lives, like in our life and in our twin flame's life. So the inner child is going to be like, when anxious, is not going to want to move forward. So we really have to release this pattern of getting stuck in this energy of feeling afraid to move forward. So this is just a pattern that we can help release. And the next one was, I feel conflicted. So the inner child is feeling all kinds of emotions. Happy one day for like 2 seconds, and then back to feeling angry, feeling love, and then feeling hate, feeling disappointment, feeling fear. So our inner child's going through a myriad of emotion. So there's when the inner child feels this conflict, it's very unsettling. And so as children, we experience this as well, being overwhelmed by so much emotion. Children are very empathic. When we live with others who are feeling very emotional and even suppress that emotion, children tend to pick that up and take it on as if it's their own, because children are more empathic. So as children, we adopt this pattern of feeling all these emotions, feeling conflicted, not knowing, which emotions are ours and which emotions belong to, a family member or loved one. So there's all this internal conflict that's going on. This then becomes a pattern that just gets played out every day as adults. So it's a lot to have to deal with, and that's why we suppress these emotions, because how could we ever, manage to feel these things and, do our day-to-day tasks. Like, so we suppress these emotions, we suppress this conflict, and that's where, when things get suppressed, they come out in unhealthy ways. They come out as addiction or codependency or self-harm or self-hurt. So this is another pattern that is blocking us from moving forward. All these conflicted emotions, all these suppressed emotions that we need to help our inner child to release. Okay. So let's get some, what's coming up for you and your twin flame coming up? What is coming up for you and your twin flame? We're at 20. What's coming up for you and your twin flame? We want some good news. Take another one. What's coming up for you and your twin flame? Okay. So what's coming up for you and your twin flame? Beautiful. So this says new love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. So, oh, I just got this, this blast of fresh energy, fresh air, just reading this. So that's what's coming up for you and your twin flame. A new beginning, new opportunity. What I'm really getting is clarity on, I want to say, work opportunities for you and your twin flame to work together. And it's not even like it's work. It's going to be things that you enjoy that, may possibly lead to income sources. But it's work opportunities that you both enjoy doing together. That may be services or products or creating things or, just being a contribution is what I'm really getting. I'm getting that you're going to be opening up to these new opportunities of things that you enjoy, that you're actually going to be doing with your twin flame. That's exciting. So you're going to be working as a team, and it's just going to contribute to your connection. So if you've just taken up a new hobby or, taken up golf, I don't know, whatever the case is, it's going to lead to you doing or having opportunity to do things with your twin flame. This is also beautiful indication that you and your twin flame are inspiring one another on your spiritual journey. So even if you're not really in connection or communication, like, you are still connecting telepathically through dreams, through feelings, through your ways of being. You're still connecting, and you are inspiring one another on your spiritual journey, on your spiritual evolution. You're all of a sudden, your consciousness is opening up to newfound insights, clarity, wisdom. You both inspire each other, and this inspiration is just opening you both up to a beautiful space of receiving clarity and wisdom and spiritual growth. So if this is not already happening for you, you'll see signs of it. You'll just all of a sudden be, I just got an awesome idea for a business, or I just got an awesome idea on an invention, or I just got inspired to create art. Whatever it is, you're both impacting each other newly, from a new space of possibility. Whereas in the past, it was all about ego, trauma, and you did this and you said this and he said that, and because our connections are maturing, are growing, and it's not going to be about that anymore. It's going to be about contributing to our planet and doing that through inspiration and love. Whew, that just gave me goosebumps. Okay, and then the next one we have is love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. So there's going to be a shift, and you're going to see proof, evidence that love is all around. We are going through an awakening, whether we want it or not. We're going through an awakening, whether we embrace it or resist it. We're going through this beautiful awakening, even if, we're being dragged the whole way. Because a lot of us, we tend to just want things to stay the same, but little do we know that this is like heaven on earth, that the universe is waking us up to. Because that is the truth. That is our truth, that we can create heaven on earth. So the universe is awakening us to see the signs that love is all around. You'll hear it in music. You'll see it in movies. You'll see it, just come across our paths to the point where we cannot deny it anymore. Not only are we going to see it, hear it, taste it, smell it, but we're going to feel it in our hearts. We're going to feel it in our bodies. This awakening cannot be suppressed. And so this is just, saying you're going to see that love is all around. So that is just a beautiful, beautiful card to end off this reading. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I want to thank you so much for joining me and just for supporting my work and for all the beautiful comments that you send me. You guys are amazing. And even though we've never spoken face to face, when I read your positive feedback and your comments, I feel like we've known each other forever. So I really do appreciate every beautiful comment and just your presence, knowing that, we're all on this journey together. So yes, I'm truly, truly thankful. It's such an honor to be able to share what I do with all of you, and just to remind you that you are gifted as well. If you think I have these gifts to share, you have even more gifts to share with the world. And the world is waiting, because we as Twin Flames, we are like the pioneers. We're leading the world back to love, and through your gifts and talents is how we do it. So I want to acknowledge you for who you are and for who you're being and for all the beautiful things that you contribute to this planet. I acknowledge you, and I love you so very much for everything you are and everything you do. So again, I just want to thank you so very much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, for following me on my TikTok when I'm there, following me on Instagram. I really do appreciate this community of, of Twin Flames, of community of love. So feel free to DM me for a personal Twin Flame reading. That's one of my services, as well as ordering the Innerchild Healing videos. That's something else that I provide, because again, that was part of my journey. It still is my journey of healing and growth and expansion, so that we can just remember who we are and remember that we come from love and we are love. So on that note, thank you so very much, and until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.